fucking horrible, but
One week later.
But sex. There goes monetization.
Well,
nah,
we were already running on 2 strikes anyways. So.
We already told. Hey, man, we already clicked that little box that says not intended for children. So fuck off.
Get out of here.
Moderately languaged.
Whoop whoop, everybody! Welcome, fucking Juggalo show. Blame the weather for this late stream because the roads are fucking wild out there right now.
Yeah. So I was out of weed when I woke up this morning, and I was like, I can make it up to Monroe and back again. It's only, I know I've done it before. Normally I get home around 8 to 9, or 9:30 at the latest. And yeah, well, it was fucking blizzarding.
Yeah.
The whole way up and the whole way back. And you know what wasn't present at all? Fucking snow plows.
Nah, because it's
I can't.
it's just
I gotta turn my brightness down.
They said that the shit ain't stopping until like 1 o'clock, and it's been going since. That's fucking nuts.
Right.
It's been going since like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning or in the afternoon here.
Yeah, fucking gave me time to listen to Ohio State game though.
Fuck yeah, go Bucks.
They basically got it. They basically got it in the bag now.
So shout out Jack Sawyer and his fucking senior ass for going out there and just getting that last fucking fumble, 82-yard fumble recovery touchdown.
They're like 75-yard completion pass for a touchdown wasn't enough.
Nope. See, fucking.
We're officially a fucking sports channel now. We're gonna cover rugby.
Unfortunately, I did make our guest tonight sit backstage with me for the last half an hour and watch the Ohio State game with me. So
you probably watched it anyways.
Yeah.
Go ahead and bring him up.
But without further ado, if you guys like the promo said, if you guys have been to any show in the last like 2 fucking years in the Midwest, you guys have seen this fucking guy at every show with his fucking GoPro in the jug, fucking in the
headlamp
in the pit doing jug shit. That's the best way I can fucking describe it, right?
Fuck yeah. And he's also the person like that logo that you see behind me. He's also the designer of that.
So without further ado, welcome fucking Juggalo with a GoPro.
Whoa. What's going on, homie?
How you doing?
Oh, fuck. Warm? Because I just drove past where you're at, homie, and it ain't no fucking better than fucking where I'm at right now.
It's horrible.
Yeah. So I decided to make the trenches up there, and fucking luckily I went up with Pop, so he got to drive home.
All for some weed.
But we almost ate. Yeah, all for some weed, man. Some fucking addicted motherfuckers.
Fucking weed heads.
You like that sometimes.
We almost ate shit a couple times though, man. Going over some railroad tracks that were fucking all slushed up. So my front tires are good. My back tires are not good. So like it's just like the Athens. Oh
Especially-
man.
Especially going through all them fucking countries that you guys, all that country that you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit. I mean, the highway was pretty bad too, though, man. Like the highway, like was just as much like lacking of fucking plows as the. I must have froze up for a minute. You muted
Okay.
yourself, homie. You muted.
I'm freezing up. All right, hang on.
Oh,
You just for a second. Uh-oh.
technical difficulties.
This man's gonna come back with some fucking extra clothing or something. I don't know.
I had to make sure my Wi-Fi was good.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna get a hoodie because you were freezing.
I don't want to cover this up though.
No, that's sick.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's sick.
Let's see that. That's dope.
Terrifier.
As soon as that went online, I had to grab that bitch.
Yeah, man, those horror collab shirts are always killer.
Right? So like we alluded to fucking oh look, Stoney commenting.
Don't worry about my backdrop. I
No,
like my backdrop now. It's not
Repeat
as good
it.
as these two.
see now you make me feel bad because I got this motherfucker on red right now because going back to work this week has been complete fucking hell. I'm not even kidding, bro. When I say complete hell, like so as you know, my plant's been under construction, and the construction crew straight up told these people that, hey, your specs aren't right. They said, no, they're right. Go ahead and do it anyways. Well, like, we couldn't even put seats in the car with the arm today because they won't even fit into the car because it bottoms out on the carrier.
You gotta lift
Not
that
lining,
shit. Be a
nothing
man.
yeah, dude, nothing was lining up. We are supposed to do, let's say that's okay. We're supposed to do 150 cars today. I've seen 6, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, that was just today. This whole week, bro, has just been crazy because it's basically all new. We get to come in. They tore everything down, so now we get to come in and set everything up the way we need to set it up. Well, it ain't working out. It's not lining up, you know what I mean?
It's just not working, boss.
Just not working, and I'm tired of it. I tell you what, dude, I'm so sick of hearing my fucking name. It's unbelievable. But yeah, anyways, man, as we alluded to, you were the first one that fucking designed a text logo for us. So
Yep.
the very first artwork came out was Diesel's art creation of just me and Onstead.
Yeah.
And then then we were like, you know what? That's more of like a banner. And I was like, so
Yeah.
we need a fucking text logo. And I was like, I think around that time you had told us that you were playing around on an iPad and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a couple drawing programs for my iPad and was using my finger to draw on there,
Right?
trying to figure out how to, mess with the layers and just the scale stuff just right, just to get it perfect in there. It takes time, but it's worth it once it's done.
Has it evolved since then, man? Have you evolved from drawing with your finger? You got a stylus now or anything?
Yeah, we got a pretty nice tablet that we could draw with. I've been trying to use it to like sculpt. There's a program called Blender. You could sculpt like 3D sculpt models and stuff. Trying to like I got it with the intention of making a Greeper, like a 3D Greeper, and then and it kind of looking like what Shaggy the Airhead made with those plushies. Gonna look similar to that, but 3D printed. But
Right.
it's just another thing to figure out. Just gotta mess with it.
Exactly, because yeah, I mean that 3D printing, you've done so much with it already.
Yeah.
But let's jump right fucking head first into this shit because
Right.
the shit that Ken was just showing me a second ago backstage was
Yeah, I was about to say mine are
fucking
to the
wild.
far corner over there, but I'm sure you got like your whole like. I love how this motherfucker walks around with the keychain.
Yeah,
Pull the
yeah.
keychains.
This is
There you
right
go.
here.
Look at all that.
These, man, yeah, these are new. I just sent some of these. I got these, the
Dude,
purple race going
Nice.
this
so
little
tough.
C17 in them,
Oh yeah.
and then
Okay.
I got all the Joker cards. These purple and these purple colors. Some of these, man, they pop.
Yeah. Yeah. That does.
So
Yeah. That
like
Malenko's
they
nice.
they've been
That
going fast.
robot.
Get the cock. Can't forget the
Yeah.
cock. But I sold a couple of these right now. This one's gonna be going out tomorrow. The chain hangers.
Right.
We got a bigger printer so we can.
I know you gave me those. That's sick as fuck.
Isn't it?
I'm gonna get me
Dog.
one of those. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get me one of those for sure. So I
yeah.
got two. I know I got two flat hatchet men from you too. That it was perfect because like I ended up gluing them up on my like
Oh yeah, man.
my cabinet and shit. So like they
I've been
face each.
handing
Yeah.
these like I'll carry like a little pocket full of these with me everywhere because it when we get down to the end of the roll of filament, it's not enough to do a full print. So you just run a bunch of little minis like that to
Yeah.
use up your filament, and then
It broke.
me and Ryan will keep a pocket full when we go to shows, and we'll just hand them out to people.
Right.
And it's cool, usually especially at the gathering because he's like, "Hey, you," and you hand them to him. He's like, "For me?" You're like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Right.
And then
And
usually someone gives you something back.
and that's going when you go home or when they go home. That's either going right on their wall or right on their fucking keychain
Yep.
or something
Or
along
like
those
those little
lines.
flat hatchet men, dude. Like I said, dude, you can glue those anywhere.
I
Like
super glued
I
them all over
fucking
downtown Detroit on my bike rides.
right, exactly, man. Like
A
I
lot
got
of
them
them
on
got
my
scraped up
cabinets. I got them on my cabinets to where they face each other, so when the cabinet opens up and shit. And
on
Dope.
the
dude, I love it.
two-headed
Yeah,
monster tour. I gave a handful to Shaggy the Airhead, and I said, "Here's some for you and Bean." And then
yeah,
that was like the second show on that tour, and then we caught him on the Columbus stop where we saw you at,
yeah.
and I gave him a couple more, and he was back there at the booth. We were talking to Darby, and he started handing out like charms. He handed me that like I think I got the Monopoly guy, and then
Okay,
he hands this guy a chain with a little plastic C17 on it, and he goes, "Hey, he made that." And I was like, "I did make that. What the fuck?" So he made little necklaces out of those charms I handed him. So it's
nice.
pretty
Dope.
cool, man. I love seeing what
That's
people
fucking
do with them.
dope.
I think Jane Doe said her mom glued magnets to them and put them on their fridge and shit.
Nice. That's another good idea.
Yeah, man.
I think you had mentioned like obviously when you held that up, we seen the SON, the Legion. I know when you said, didn't you say something about when you handed him one too? Like he was like also like kind of blown away or whatnot. And,
Yeah. I gave son. I gave him like a purple one or something, and he was like, "Holy shit, for me!" I was like, "Yeah, dude, I made that for you." I
hell
gave
yeah,
Kyle and Bill a bunch of the Juggalo penis ones.
right.
Uh,
Which are also fucking dope as shit.
and then they hit us up and ordered some from us and put them on the clock shop for a little bit and was selling them at the clock side. So it was like, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
Those
dope as fuck.
motherfuckers need to be Christmas ornaments right there because
Yeah,
that would be on my Christmas tree at the very
Oh,
the
top.
whole
I got some
Juggalo penis
Christmas
trees.
ornaments actually. I
Hell
made these
yeah.
snowflakes. That, just messing around on the computer.
Oh
Little
yeah, I do remember you
Yo!
showing
Juggalo.
those.
Those are
got,
hard.
Those are hard as fuck.
yeah. There's a
Hatchet
couple
men and the
details
fucking
on.
flakes.
Yeah, I was just messing around. I know a lot of my ideas I kind of get from like other juggalos that create stuff. Like it's kind of take oh that's a good idea, and then take your spin and make it yours.
That's art, though.
You
That's
know,
what art
and
boils down to. right?
Yeah, like like Wicked Dreams Creations, man. They make killer stuff, man.
Right. Yeah,
And
mirror. I love their mirrors, bro. Like, I mean, I would
yeah,
never
they're
use
sick,
one
man.
besides maybe like
Oh, it's going on the
it,
wall, and I ain't looking at it, but from a distance,
it
I
might
ain't
get
trying to set
passed through. I'm
myself
just saying it might get passed around a little bit, but that'd be about it.
out. Yep, yep.
But
Uh,
fuck, yeah, when did you start getting into art, man?
what's that?
Oh, when did you start getting into art?
Man, I honestly, I did art in school a little bit, but like by high school, I didn't even mess with it. And then I did drafting, like right at Votech out of high school. So I did like architectural drafting.
Right.
Uh, I worked a couple years at Halliburton factory doing like mechanical drafting for their engineers, stuff like that. So that's kind of how I learned the AutoCAD, the SolidWorks stuff. So I and then years later they start to come out with 3D printers, and I'm like, that's pretty cool because it's like, if I had that when I was a kid, I would have been for sure printing Ninja Turtle weapons and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
Even
no
better.
shit, right?
like,
Even better, just like the Step Brothers had. Even better,
yep,
we have them when we're 35.
yep, yep.
So
Yeah.
Now you can do all kinds of shit. People make
right.
Now, yeah,
little
now you're
kits.
making full ass fucking cosplay. Man, fucking cosplay has changed with 3D printing for sure.
Yeah, man.
Some
Ryan,
of the shit
he
people
just
create.
printed some fabric. We got some like mesh fabric, so you can print like a half of your print and then tell it to pause, and then you can put this layer down, put some magnets down to hold it tight. It'll finish printing. So when it's printing, it's like on a cloth, but it's plastic, like a design on it. So we're trying to work
Okay.
with stuff like that right now, man. TikTok, TikTok, and watching all these people create stuff with these 3D printers we got, man, it's kind of
So,
opened our world to a lot of shit.
Shout out TikTok. TikTok be the shit, but also it's very bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is what you
obvious,
make of it, honestly.
It's
obviously,
like,
you just said we, as in you and your cousin Ryan
Yep,
and
yep,
everything. I know y'all do that together and all that.
yeah. We got
Shout out Ryan.
our Instagram Jugga cousin Prince going along with my Juggalo with a GoPro. It's like I post our stuff on both of them and try to share them between the two, but uh, a lot of people kind of know me, through like the gathering and through just me posting stuff on my
Seeing you
Juggalo
out
with the
there with a
GoPro
headlamp.
account.
Yeah. Fucking,
Yep. Yeah,
right.
I had to quit using the head mount of the GoPro because it gets rough up there.
I bet, right? Like it
Juggalo,
probably leaves
Ohio.
a
I
fucking square on your forehead too, don't it?
Most of my footage from the first Juggalo, Ohio, was like of Luigi's top of your head and most of that screen behind him because it was rough and the camera was tilted and I was trying to adjust it and hold it steady and I've been resorting to the selfie stick a lot lately.
Right.
You can get them good high angles and still get knocked
Or
around,
walk
but
around, fucking ergonomically fucking correct too, and not have your fucking neck being
yeah,
cranked and all that shit.
yep. And the GoPros, they're pretty good for surviving the Fago. You know,
So
I
was the
had one shit on.
GoPro just something that you just like, bought and was like, fuck it, let's take it with me to shows and see what I can do with it? Or like, because like,
Uh, so it kind of started the gathering. What was it? The Butterfly 2021 gathering. I just moved up here like 4 months before that, and I hadn't been to a gathering like 10 years. So I was like, I'm going. It's 2 hours from me. I gotta go.
right.
So uh,
Because you originally you're from Oklahoma,
yep. I
which
grew
is
up
a long
Southwest
way
Oklahoma.
from
Like,
any of the Legend Valley gatherings that had
yeah,
been. Obviously, you had one near
clowns
you.
would barely come through. I saw them in 2019 and for the Fearless Fred tour at the Diamond Ballroom, and it was like, yes, that was pretty awesome. And then I moved out of state, and and then eventually ended up here. And I'm like, I'm 2 hours, I gotta go. And so as I'm going, my cousin's like, hey, I got a whole bunch of these GoPros. Charge them up. This is how you work them, and just take them with me. I want to see what it's like because he couldn't make it that year because he had to work. It was kind of short notice, gathering.
Yeah, right.
So like I didn't get paid that first year, but I took off anyways. And my job was like, yeah, have fun. I was like, fuck yeah. So I went and I recorded a bunch of it, and there was some crazy stuff that happened in the pit, with I'm at a camp there that first year because I went by myself. I didn't know anybody. I
Right.
was like, but I've been to a gathering. I know what's up. So it's like I roll up in there and, I just had the GoPro, started recording stuff and started recording the stuff we were doing with our camp. I was like, man, I want to post it somewhere where, they can watch it, because there
Yeah,
was someone
exactly, right.
blowing up fireworks in the pit during Big Hoodoo set. And we were running from it and, you know, just try to remember it, as best you can. So I posted it on a YouTube channel and I was like, Juggalo the GoPro, because I'm a Juggalo. I got a GoPro. I just running around checking shit out.
Right. And
That's
then it
kind of
took
how it
off.
started. Yeah. Yeah. And by living where I live, I'm like hour and a half from Detroit, like hour
Right.
from Fort Wayne, 2 hours from Columbus. So it's like me and Ryan just started hitting up all these shows and just bring the GoPro and record it and post it up.
And
Just for
then
the people who couldn't make it or the people that were there and want to rewatch it. Maybe see themselves in it.
It helps the community grow, especially for like exactly like you just said, for the people who can't make it to these shows. They get to sit down and at least like see not only the artist but a lot of the crowd too, because half of the time the crowd is the fun part of the show too. Like
Hmm.
it
the
allows
smoke
them.
breaks. Yeah, during the
Yeah,
smoke breaks when everybody's just fucking new boot goofing and just fucking goofing around and shit. That's the best part of the shows, man.
Dude, you see some of
uh,
the funniest shit at shows too, man. Like
Yeah.
you're just standing there and a dude in a fucking giant dick costume comes running through. And it's like, hell yeah. Make
or
way
with
for
his
the good
dick
guy,
swinging.
Or with
Yeah.
his full on dick out. I mean, live your life, big
Yeah.
dog.
So those
Yeah.
videos that are on the internet and everything, they it gets to show people what to expect for Coachella. Coachella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo, that's
Bonnaroo,
what I
yeah.
meant. Yeah, I said
That's it.
Coachella. I don't know. It's
Bonnaroo.
been a
Yeah.
long fucking drive, y'all. My brain
That
is slush.
you know what, with them being announced at Bonnaroo for that day, are they the main headliner of that night then? Because they don't like going.
They were like
It
fourth
looked like
in the second row or some shit like that. So they
it
were a
looked like their
headline.
their
They
name was
are
pretty
a
big at the
headliner,
top.
not the headliner for the night
Right,
though.
right, right.
But yeah,
See,
they're gonna be on when it gets dark.
are they doing Fago? You think they're doing Fago?
They better do Fago.
Right,
Is
They
it
gotta
right,
do
outside?
Fago.
right. It's
Oh
the
yeah.
first time they're ever doing it. I think it's outside. Yeah, I'm pretty
Right.
sure it's one
It's
of
like
them
a
big
just
outside festivals.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's Tennessee where it's hot and humid.
Right.
Oh, they better throw Fago.
Yeah, exactly. They I don't know. Have you seen like what some of the videos that are being posted just from like other people, normies and shit?
Of
Like
talking
there was
about
one,
ICP.
yeah,
I
coming
see some of them
to
on like TikTok.
Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like everybody's sitting here talking about how great the Bonnaroo lineup is, but why is nobody talking about the Insane Clown Posse gonna be there? And she's like, either we're gonna be in for the greatest time in our lives or the worst time in our lives.
Riddle says they go on before Luke Combs, and yo, if they play "Fuck Your
Oh,
Rebel Flag," that would be
they
so
better.
fucking great, dog. Oh my god.
They gotta play that. I mean, come on.
Right?
That's a good opportunity to let
The
them
people
know
at
where you
Bonnaroo are
stand.
probably like, "We love your catalog, but there's a few songs that we can't let you play."
Can't
Yeah.
say fuck.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I got these. I'm gonna try one of these now.
How?
Yeah.
What? I'm still lost at this concept. So it's a
All
one
right,
hitter
5
of
hash
hash.
hits. All right,
5
hash on the go.
hash on the go.
Hash a go go.
So I pull it out. I got your little sticks right here. They're literally fucking hollow tubes almost. There we go. And then you got this on this end. Take it off. And you got your hash loaded in that
All
side.
right. It was 5 of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
How much were them?
35.
Get the fuck out of here. Go
Just
on.
hash though, bro.
Go on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a gimmick is. It's like a one hitter, yeah? It's not going to pull through on you, though.
Yeah, you can suck it down your throat. Or you...
That's what I'm worried about.
It has a little makeshift screen.
It does. I want to see how many hits like you get out that motherfucker. I mean, looks like you got you choking.
Decent.
You can also at the end.
This
is pure-
the hash too.
This is all pure speculation as well. You know, you could probably poke all that through the end and use it for other nefarious items.
Or you just put it in your butt.
You could boof it.
Put the hash in your butt.
That's like it's like three or four solid ribs. Yeah.
I can feel it getting thin in there though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not bad.
What strain is it?
Damn it, I ripped up.
Oh, maybe I'm gonna have to
piece it
keep
back together to figure out
Ma-
what strain.
ma-
Yeah, no shit.
Maybe I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for these.
Yeah, it ain't saying it just says
Hmm.
it's hash.
I don't know, man. I smoked this fucking. They had this badass joint I picked up the other day called a donut. It had a fucking half gram of live resin in it.
Oh shit.
Blew me the fuck back.
Man, sometimes those little jars with those half joints in them, man, those will put you down sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeters are nice when they're the infused ones. Infused bubble hash Jeter with key frap. Oh yeah.
Hash on the go.
Hell yeah.
You can hear it in my voice though, it's rough.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Alright, man. We gotta ask the cookie cutter question. When did you become a juggalo? How long you been down?
Oh man,
What started it? Where were you at? What was the weather like that day?
back in Southwest Oklahoma, fucking I remember staying the night at a homie's house, and he was like, "Oh, we gotta go listen to this album my sister got." And he goes in the room and pulls out Great Malenko, and we listened to it playing like Super Nintendo
And his
in the
sister's
den
like,
all
why the
night.
fuck are y'all in my room?
And she come in there about 2-3 in the morning. Where's my Great Malenko CD at? And was like, oh, y'all are listening to it. Like, yeah. And she was like, well, give it back. And he was like, well, we like it. We were trying to listen to it. And she was like, well, here, listen to this one. She hands us the riddle box.
All right.
And we're like, oh, there's another one? And, I don't know shit
She gave
about
you
it.
the better of the two.
Yeah. And so we listened to that, and I remember picking up the Great Malenko from like a homie. Like they gave it to me or I bought it off them or something. And I remember I had the tape deck in the stereo with the CD player coming out. And that's how I listened to my stereo in my room. And I just listened to it on repeat, Piggy Pie. And I went through phases with like each song. It was like you listen to one, it becomes your favorite, and you just kind of repeat that one, and then you start branching out, and and uh, but yeah, Malenko is pretty much where it started, and that was 97, 98.
Right.
and as I got older, I was become a kind of a metalhead because that's what most of my friends were. But like whenever it was me alone in my car, I was listening to Psychopathics from Outer Space Part Two and Hatchet Warrior. I remember listening to Hatchet Warrior in high school and was just like, damn, I love this shit. And some of my homies would get in the car and be like, what the fuck is this? And I'd be like, let me put some Slipknot in, and some of them were like, dude, this is good, man. And it was always my scrubbier friends that were like, dude, I like this shit, man. I'm like,
Right.
see, you're a juggalo it and don't know it, motherfucker. But I drug a couple into a couple shows, and
Right.
they're juggalo adjacent. They listen to the music occasionally, but then as I started listening to Great Malenko a lot, my turns out my sister got with her now husband. They've been together since like '98, and he was a juggalo. They went to Bazaar for their first tour, and they were just like introduced me to certain things. Like I was an ICP fan, and then they gave me a burnt copy of Psychopathics from Outer Space Part Two because I was a broke kid and I couldn't afford to buy shit. So
Right.
they burnt me a CD of that, and I became a juggalo from that. I'm like, who's Twisted? What's Dark Lotus? What
Right.
is
Like,
this? And they're like, oh, you don't know about Dark Lotus? Let me drop a stack of CDs on you. Here's fucking. I think at that time it was only Black Rain and Under Tales from the Lotus Pod that were out, and Psychopathic Riders, and of course that's where I fucking well, that was my favorite. And
Me too.
it just
Me
kind of
too.
took off from there, man. Went to my
Mm.
first Psychopathic show. It was Toxic Twisted's Toxic Terror tour with DJ Clay and I think Boondocks in Oklahoma City. And I don't think I got to see the clowns still Bang Pow Boom,
oh
but
yeah.
man, it was on after that. I think it was like Bang Pow Boom, then The Gathering, and then the Old Shit tour was like right after The Gathering. So it was like I got to see the clowns pretty frequently in
Right.
a couple,
Yeah.
within a couple years span. I got to see Dark Lotus on the
At the
Opaque
crucial
Brotherhood
point
tour,
too.
Oh,
At the
nice.
beginning of
uh,
discovering the carnival.
Oklahoma City,
Mm.
Dark Lotus, and then surprise jumping on the tour set of Esham. So it was my first time to see Esham was that show. Uh, Man, it was a good show. And then man, it was on like I didn't miss that I was, branched out into Tech Nine. Tech Nine's from Kansas City, so when he leaves KC, he comes straight through Tulsa, Oklahoma City. And so I saw him a bunch and man, it just took off from there. After
Right.
my first gathering, in 2010, I was like hooked, but then it was like I didn't go again for 10 years just because of life.
Right. Some
So,
sometimes life kind of gets in the way. But
yeah,
then, but then, what what was your gathering that brought you back? You said was
2021.
2021, and that was the year the COVID one, right?
Yeah, right after COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when it
He,
was
yeah. Yeah. He
And
was how
everybody,
that
short
was
notice it was and
that
everything.
that was my first gathering too at
yeah,
that
man,
one
that
I
too,
was
was gonna
man.
that's a
ask that
gathering, man.
earlier if you had if you guys had met during that gathering or not.
I
No, I
think
think
bef-
I remember seeing y'all on like YouTube on other shows before,
yeah,
and then ran into y'all at the gathering, and then seeing Onstead cooking burgers for Shaggy on the fucking Shaggy and the Creep, and I'm like, hell yeah, that's dope. And
so a little bit of freshness about that is I still go back and fucking watch that footage every like fucking now and again, and I got my current fucking chefing job, and I used that as a highlight to get my job. I was like, listen, I cooked for
Yeah,
fucking
I got
Shaggy Tito
credentials, dog.
and out in the middle of a fucking gathering, and my food was good. Like, dog,
Right?
hire me. That was a good year.
It's
That was a
only,
fun
yeah,
year.
dude, that
Yeah.
bread is the only thing that sabotaged you, dog. Bread sabotaged you. If you had a bun, that shit
Stale
would
out
have
there
been
real
fucking,
fast.
We're not.
yeah.
We are
That made
not
more Juggalo, in my
revisiting
opinion.
that fucking fire
Alright,
again.
alright.
Okay, we're not revisiting that fucking dumpster fire.
Yeah, that year though, I met Camp Jacob. You know, my camp I
Yeah.
camped with, fucking Huggies, and shout out Huggies and Piles and Brad and Vito. Man, I met them, and man, we instantly clicked, you know. And it turned out
Which is
Huggies
all,
is
which
from
honestly is one of those camps that have such a dope ass fucking logo. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Camp Jenkins
yeah,
logo is badass,
that's the camp
right?
sign sitting right up there. That's where it
Hell yeah,
sits when it's not at the gathering.
right?
When it's not on the lawn, it's hanging up.
Yep, got to keep it inside, keep it fresh, because it's gonna sit out in the rain and the dew, and it's been holding up though.
Hell yeah. Did you make
Yeah.
that sign too?
Yeah, I after that first gathering, I was like, I wanna, because you know they'd already been a camp for like a couple years before, and they kind of brought me in, and it was you know, like it was a special gathering for me. You know, it was like I've been gone too long, and this is where I
Yeah,
should have been this whole time, and it was a good feeling leaving there, kind of healing in a way.
right.
Yeah,
Dude, I almost
it was
got
fun.
chills when you said that because yeah, it is like my first gathering was like, oh shit, I've been away from this way too long too. Because before that, before the first my first gathering, when I started to get back into the Juggalo scene after my addiction and shit,
Yeah.
like I had gotten a few shows, you know, a few Ouija shows here, a few fucking we got Violent J's birthday party. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like I got a few shows when I got back into it, but then when I hit the gathering, it was a whole different level of holy fuck, what the fuck have I been doing for the last, you know,
Yeah.
fucking almost 10 years, and it's insane,
My first gathering, they filmed the Juggalo Island video,
right?
and
Mm.
so every time I heard that song and I wasn't gathering that year, I had to skip it. I was like, I can't listen to this, man. Too sad.
Yeah, mine is coming home. Obviously, every time I hear it, it fucking instantly brings back memories of gathering.
Yeah, and
My my one is Here Comes the Carnival.
Yeah,
Ever since
because that's
that jukebox fucking show that they
dude,
did and opened
that
with
was
that,
such a good set,
everybody
man.
running down. That was my first gathering too.
Yeah,
man.
y'all recorded that. Y'all were running up
Yeah, we
there to
got
get
a
to
little
that.
bit.
I remember
Yeah,
I got
that
seeing
chills.
one.
I fucking chills thinking about it
Yeah,
even.
those
chills,
two are
dog.
definitely the
That was
gathering songs.
I
yeah.
will say, my first gathering, I got to see Dark Lotus, and like the way Cave and Rock was set up was just like, man. I remember standing in the middle, looking back, and just seeing everybody go Lotus for like 10 minutes, and it was like give you goosebumps, man. It
Yeah,
was it
right.
was it was a powerful thing, man. It was pretty dope.
Right, I
It's
got to see them once. I got one
Yeah.
opportunity to see them, and it was on a fluke because one of the openers didn't show up, and they all just happened to be there. So they said, "Fuck it, let's do a Lotus set to open up
mm,
for the clowns." And yeah, that's what they did. They ran with it, and this was
Wow.
before Opiate, so it was them in robes and all that shit.
Yep. That's so dope.
mm.
Yeah, my
I said
brother-in-law
opiate. I
caught
said
one of their
opiate. Opie.
uh, he caught one of their masks off stage back in the day. I was always
Fuck
like,
yeah.
damn, I wanted that.
Right.
But yeah,
Here comes the carnival moment was a 10 out of 10. I don't care. I cried and I cried. Here, I'm going to highlight this because it keeps going up for quick. I
yeah,
know, right? That moment is just dude. Because like I said, we were running down the hill, so like we were running down the right side, the hill on the right
Yep.
side to the main stage, so it's right on the Ferris wheel side. So like you're running towards the Ferris wheel as the clowns are playing in the background, and it's just
I
that
remember
is
after that
literally
gathering, everybody on the gathering pages were posting their videos, and there's videos of people on the Ferris wheel on the spinny
yeah.
ride, and you can hear it in the background. And it's like, damn, it's cool to see everybody's posts from like their different angles of their point of view of experiencing it. You know.
I go ahead.
Go ahead. It's like everybody we always say this, everybody gathers different. So like to see everybody's different perspective. Like one of my gathering missions this year, I said it last year but I didn't do it, is to listen. I want to be on the fucking either the Ferris wheel or one of the rides when either the clowns or Ouija's coming on. Preferably I'd like to do it when Ouija's coming on.
Right.
But I didn't ride no rides the last like fucking 3 years. But I'm gonna make it a point. Like that's gonna be one of my gathering missions this year.
Yeah.
Every time somebody brings it up, bro, I gotta bring it up, man. We got these motherfuckers sitting on cinder blocks on gravel, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That jukebox
Just-
show, our whole camp was sitting on the side of that Ferris wheel that year, and the guy didn't say shit to us. He let
Yeah.
us all chill on it. I had
Yeah,
a
now,
water gun. We
The
were
Ferris
spraying
wheel,
people.
look, the Ferris wheel is balanced well to where I don't worry about that, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a sizzler and shit. Like you putting a sizzler on a fucking cinder block, bro. That
bitch is gonna
momentum.
eat.
It's just like I wouldn't trust it. Ferris wheel is the best bet, Onstead. You do the
Yeah.
Ferris wheel,
Yeah.
And
It's
then-
pretty fun.
and then you can moon the operator. You can show me butthole as you're fucking going around.
I plan on doing illicit things on that Ferris wheel, so yeah, it probably won't be much of that.
Yep.
Unless you're putting those illicit things in your butt. Butt sex.
Plug.
All right, you ready to read the back of it now?
Pull up. Please tell me you wore this to the dispensary today.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn this bitch around. There ain't no way.
Did you wear it to the dispensary today?
Long.
You gotta drop it.
All right. Forgive me, Father, forgive me. I can't contain my excitement. The drugs in my ass have won the battle. I can't stop listening to Clockwork E.
Oh my
I
God.
shit, poop, and rub it on my face. These are the end of times. Don't pray for me.
That's quality shit.
Yes. 100% designer.
Dude.
Designer.
Dude, I
Set
can't
on
wait to
battle.
wear this in fucking Walmart, bro.
Dude.
With the hat too, dude. I'm gonna do the whole fucking thing.
Uncontainable
Because
grip.
it's subtle, but then when you actually start looking at it, you're like, what in the fuck?
The fuck? What the fuck does that say?
The more you stare at it, the deeper it gets.
Dude, I think it's a good way of like judging character too. It's like, what are you gonna see first? The butt or just sex?
Oh,
What's
I see.
gonna
Oh,
catch
yeah.
your eye?
yeah.
What part of it's gonna catch your eye?
What you
And then
like
if you're
the
from
most is what
behind,
you're
if you're
gonna
from
read
behind,
first.
you're reading it and it starts out. What do you say?
He said, "What you like the most is gonna stand out."
Yeah,
Oh, I see
exactly
a
right.
butt. What was that? Oh, butt sex? Yeah.
Bus 6?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, son.
Yeah, exactly. The people that
Where you
just
get
read it
that
all
at?
together, you know, it's just that they're just kinky motherfuckers. The hat
Be
is
that
cool,
old lady
like,
with
man.
the old lady with the belt saying, "Come on, Jay."
And he said, "Is that chicken for me?"
Oh God.
Oh shit. We should have came up with a trash or fire, but I was stuck in a blizzard.
Yeah.
Butt
that
sex,
happened.
trash or fire?
I mean,
Fire.
I don't like my butt. I don't like anybody making love to my
I
butt.
I didn't
Oh, by
ask you
Clockwork E?
specifically.
Right, I was about to say, like, are we talking receiving, giving? Because that's a whole thing. That might get us fucking. I might just get a flash strike on us having that conversation here.
No, this is for entertainment purposes only. Charlie said, oh yeah, well, it's fire. It's fire. I guess everybody,
Yeah.
it's a unanimous butt sex is fire.
Oh yeah, but we gotta. I don't know. I guess we can keep it as butt sex. I was going to find a random one, but oh well.
Ask Chat GPT, trash or fire.
That's what I was gonna. But ask it if it thinks butt sex is trash or fire.
Ooh, it's a good. You know what? We should ask Chat GPT every week our trash or fires, and then see what their opinion is.
Let's see.
Shaggy's got the AI Shaggy.
I was about to say that. I was about to say Shaggy JP. Well, it's AI or gay AI Shaggy.
Gay AI Shaggy is wild.
Dude. He was like, "You want to go smoke some crack? Hell yeah, homie. Let's go."
Whether someone thinks butt sex is trash or fire is
No,
entirely subjective and
you gotta
depends on
ask.
personal
You gotta word it right.
preferences.
You
What
gotta
we
ask.
word it?
You gotta ask what is it. You gotta ask its opinion on butt sex. It's probably gonna be like, oh, I have no feelings, so I have no opinion.
Yeah, I don't have personal opinions. It's a
You
personal
know what
choice.
that means. You know what that means.
Maybe.
But that's a yeah.
I like how
That's
I like how I
it's
like
not
how
a no.
okay. I like
It's not
how
a
it
no.
included the smiley face, the bashful smiley face at the end too.
See? Chat
She's
GPT,
like,
what
keep
you
asking.
on?
She's like, keep
Dang,
asking.
Eddie said 2 knuckles deep.
That's true. That's what I did here. I mean, that's what the internet says.
Go
Not
get
2
your
fingers,
C17 butt plugs.
right now.
I heard they were selling out.
I can only
I'm sure.
imagine. Yes, I can
I'm
only
sure.
imagine, dude. That's one of them things.
Whether
like,
it's
And I
for
guarantee
personal use or to
Or
dude, I
collector.
guarantee those bitches
resell.
are solid fucking metal, just like the Clockwork E butt plugs.
The
Those things are
D-Town
heavy.
Customs.
as
D-Town
fuck.
Customs made them.
It got fucking the
There's
T-Town
4%
fucking
silver in there.
stamp.
Yeah, Parker fucked them up.
He smelted them. They're made out
Are
of
they
fishing
still-
lures.
They're
Oh, okay,
100% pure 925.
I was about to say, it's still 9.2.
Oh, dude.
So I want to ask you this question just because of a lot of the art talk, man. We asked the question. This was a Chat GPT question. It was, do you think aliens appreciate the art that comes from Earth? I fell in love with this question ever since I seen it.
Maybe, or maybe they're just like, well, they stole that shit from us, so I don't know.
Right, like the fucking hieroglyphs and shit.
Yeah,
and it's just stolen from their fucking. That's how they write and shit, and then they're like, or imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think they're breeding us for fucking mining something.
Right. They want the gold.
Yep. Here's the process for it.
All right, Kenny, here's the other one. All right. If you had one liquid coming out your finger, dog, what's it going to be?
Damn it.
If I had one liquid coming out my finger.
Yep. On demand, you get to pick it. What's it going to be? Like, we got a water in the chat.
I mean, water would be the most useful.
Why?
Probably the obvious choice, but being a juggalo, if you had Fago on tap like that,
Imagine how popular you'd be.
dog, you could be a walking clown show. Someone fucking pissing you off, just blast them blasting some Fago in the eyes.
Right. Hey, you'd never be thirsty, bro. You'd always
Yeah.
just be like fucking. You could actually drink what's coming out of your finger without getting either a drunk and completely
Be unhealthy as
inebriated,
shit.
or yeah, shit, right?
You'd eventually die because there's no.
I do have a finger question, a new one too.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro, you ain't the only one that has finger questions. Would you rather have fingers that glow in the dark or toes that make sound effects when you walk?
Ooh.
And I don't know
Mm,
sound effects we would be talking about either. I would assume something like comedic,
like clown
like
horns when you walk.
yeah, some like Three Stooges shit, like some
Nah,
trombone, sad
definitely.
trombone when you
At least,
walk.
at least if you have the glow sticks for the fingers, you could like
Work.
conceal them with gloves or like put them in your
Right.
jacket. So I'd probably go with that because you can't sneak up on people like ninja style with your
With
feet
you with
making
your
noise.
funny ass fucking
With,
toes.
with the clown toes. Yeah.
Yeah, with your
Not
clown
doing
horns.
much.
I mean, it's good for the gathering, but the rest of the time, it's like motherfuckers just gonna be staring at you in the store, walking around.
It's an
Why are your
inconvenience.
feet so loud? I don't know.
It's
Sorry,
gonna be
sir.
the next. It's gonna be the next like festival kid thing. The glowing fingers, or there's
They're gonna be boofing them.
rave. It'd be rave kids, not festival kids. The rave kids would be fucking die, like
Damn,
getting their fingers
damn rave
fucking glow in
kids
the
that broke
dark.
the dinosaur's tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fucking rave kids.
Right. At least the
Fuck,
juggalos
dude.
didn't break the dinosaurs.
Damn right.
Nah, we just look
wanna
at the
take pictures of the
buttholes and
butthole.
laugh.
Right.
Yes,
We just
we just
we
laugh
just
at
have
their
an
buttholes.
obsession. We just have a mad obsession with the cloaca.
The cloaca.
However you say it.
Yeah, right.
The
Oh
cloaca
man.
and the butt sex. It's two things, you know. And apparently, I was seeing videos from Lost Lands. Did you know that water comes out of those and they like pee out? And
Yeah,
it's
right.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like a
but they don't do it
fucking.
for us just
It
because
cools
we're
them
too
down.
immature.
He
Fucking
said,
bullshit.
"See, this motherfucker was like, man, I'm all about getting pissed on by dinosaurs right away when we seen this image. Like, just right away, just accepts it. I'm
Did you
just like,
forget how hot
man,
it is out there?
nah, yeah, but I mean, okay, it's funny. I'll give you that. It's
I mean,
funny.
I'm with it.
even if it was like a little mister coming out that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's
right,
nice,
man. Yeah, when it's that hot outside, oh, you don't give a fuck where that water's
I
coming
was
from as long as
saying,
it ain't real
like
piss.
those are where it's at. We need to like put those at like every fucking U-turn they have at the gathering. They need to have those
That-
fans with the fucking
They
misters
need
on them
all
bitches,
those
man.
swamp misters.
Yeah,
Yes.
like they do at like fucking amusement parks and
Yeah.
Man.
shit.
What they need to do is have that dinosaur butthole shower outside the fucking seminar tent for Trash War.
Right?
Dude, the people
I
coming
still
out there
like
smelling rank.
I still like Chaz's fucking idea of having a DJ in the middle of the ring of porta potties. And fucking having a light show in the middle of the porta potties and shit.
Oh
So
my
when you're going in
God.
there and
Next year, there's gonna be a pop-up jug show in the middle of the
Yep.
fucking porta potties.
we're gonna get Androponics to do it.
Yo, this is actually a good idea. Like legit. Chaz, I know you're watching. We're finna do this, dog.
Get Androponics, bro, and fucking Chaz
We'll host
hosting
we'll host the porta potty stage next year.
it. Fucking Thuggaloo show porta potty stage, bro.
Set up like 2 pallets in the middle of it and just have a little stage on it.
That's tough, dog. Because all I
Right.
see, you remember that picture from last year of the porta potties and they say blood guts, fingers and toes,
Toes,
with the
yeah.
dinosaur in the background. Can you just imagine a jug stage in the middle right there? Come on, that's the backdrop of the century, dog.
Dude, yeah. Someone's shooting a music video for sure.
Fuck yeah.
I don't
That's
know why
fresh.
somebody hasn't, man.
That's some dirty
That's
dirt
the
bag.
perfect fucker, right? Exactly. God damn, that song is okay. I'm sorry. I know I'm sucking Clockwork's dicks a lot in this fucking episode, but dude, that song's been on repeat too.
Dog, for sure.
We were
I
talking
haven't
about
heard
it.
I heard them perform it. I think they performed it somewhere before the gathering.
They did Clock Side Fest,
Two.
Did they?
the first one. No, I'm
Okay.
thinking. Or wait, no.
I don't
It was
remember. I know
album
that.
release party. It was the album
Okay.
release party.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, me and I think
I don't know if I made that.
me and little Zip had to figure it out because we were trying to figure out where they had did it too. Yeah, it was I do believe did it at their album release party.
Yeah. And then they did it on the ship at the
Yep.
gathering, and I was like, "Damn, this song goes hard as fuck. What is this?" And then, I like how they just be dropping new shit, like kind of like
Right.
Darby does. Darby been playing fucking most of that shit off of the Garden. Darby played that like Jungle Ohio.
Right,
Like
exactly.
like
He definitely had
Skull
hinted
Bone
at some of the
Soccer
earlier
and
shit.
and yeah, man, and like even before Tim
Um,
Vance came out, like
yeah, exactly.
Squad
Fuck,
and
I'm trying to think of the one song that I know I'm thinking of too that I'm recalling, but I can't fucking think of the title right now.
Darby's titles are hard to remember sometimes.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, it's one of the main things we talked to him about was his long ass song title
I love it
names.
though.
Yeah,
That's
fucking
the way. If you know the title, then he knows you know your shit.
yeah, no shit, right?
Sometimes we be high and forget.
Yeah, like right now I'd hit that hash, man. So I fucking like I can get close, but then I'm gonna butcher it, man. Like take a shower because you smell like complete shit and all
Take a
that. You know
shower,
what I
wash
mean?
your
Like
clothes.
I
You
know there's
smell
more
like
to
complete
it.
garbage.
Exactly. There you go.
We was just, I literally was just having this conversation with the wife the other day. I was trying to find that song, and she was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Yeah, we love Darby's fucking song titles. They get so hard to remember sometimes."
Right.
Mhm.
Casey Baker is Dead is just one of my favorite songs, period.
Yeah, man. And like I learned recently because I've been using Apple Music for a long time, and I just kind of stuck with it because like I've got my playlist and everything set up that way. But I found with Spotify, like there's a bunch of Darby that's not on Apple Music, so it's like, man, now I got Spotify and Apple Music, so I can like, if there's something not
Yeah.
on Apple, I'll check Spotify, and usually it's there. So
See, I use YouTube Music. That's my
that's probably the smarter
service.
way to go.
You can find everything, like fucking Shit for Brains is on there, and fucking all kinds of old ass shit, man.
Yeah, that album
Right.
Piecemeal, that's on
Yep.
Spotify. That's
That's
that's a
on
killer album,
Spotify
man. Gully too, man. Those two
for
albums are
sure.
really good, man. I mean,
Golly
all of
is
his
yeah.
stuff, like Garden. I mean, me and Angel listened to it on the way home from Hall of Wicked. We went to the Baymont, and then we came home and we listened to it the entire weekend after that, like on repeat, man. Such a
Yeah.
good album.
Fucking God damn it. See look, dude, I'm so high I'm fucking blanking on all this shit. Fucking
Pull the
On
track list.
Garden. The song where he says it's life's been rough for a juggalo.
Burden of Bean.
Burden of Being. Dude, that
Yeah,
song
man.
fucking hit me so hard that it was
Yeah, dog. That's
ridiculous.
that song's like, damn, man, calling me out. That's a good shit, man.
So how many since moving to the Midwest, how many shows do you think you've been to all together, not including the gatherings? Which is what now? It's gonna be your 5th gathering this year now, or you said 2021?
Yeah.
So yeah, this will
Or 6. Yeah, what do they
be
got?
your 4th
That
gathering
one.
or
5,
5th.
yeah, 6 gathering.
Wait, 21.
'Cause I went
Yeah,
2010,
yeah, all together because of the Oklahoma. Yeah.
Yeah. 5th in the row. But yeah,
So
like,
besides
man,
that, all the shows.
I mean, I've gone.
Because I know you
Like-
guys, like you said, you go to Indiana as well.
Yeah, Fort Wayne, Carl's Tavern. Fucking, we love Carl's Tavern, man. Me and Ryan love Davis and Eddie out there. It's such a fun vibe because it's such a small place, and like for Jaeger Slam, Scum's in there kicking it. Smalls won. Tom Wood was there this year. I mean, it's just
Right.
everybody in a room kicking it, having a good time, and you can go
Yeah,
in
man.
and
There's some
out.
like
It's just a fun group of people, man, and uh sometimes they like the bigger shows they have over at like Pierre's and stuff like that, but same people running it. Oh, did it freeze?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Womp
Wi-Fi
womp.
went down.
We got a
That's
man down.
that snow is kicking ass, man. That's what it is.
Dude, I bet.
Yep, his whole shit just crashed.
Damn. But yeah, man,
Oh.
I've been to a lot of shows over the past years. But I've been up here about 4 years. Um,
Welcome
in
back.
the
yeah. I think I'm
in the
back at least. I don't
I
fucking
think you're
know.
back.
Yeah, no,
I
weather's
hear
fucking ass, bro.
you.
Look, they said it was gonna snow Friday, and look, man. Honestly, we in Ohio, we're like, oh yeah, what the fuck ever. You know, what I mean, oh, it's gonna snow. Ooh,
Yeah.
fucking half an inch. It's not gonna stick. But now this time it actually fucking snowing. This time they ain't lying. Winter's officially fucking started. It's here. You better be glad that fucking Juggalo, Ohio ain't a week from today
Oh,
or
thank
2 weeks.
God.
No, it would have been a week from today if it was like the
Yeah.
first fucking couple 2 years.
Yeah,
Y'all,
I just
y'all
got memories back the other day of pictures and shit popping up on my newsfeed, and I was like,
be
oh
lucky.
shit.
Be lucky. Ouija posted that shit in February this time.
Whoop. No, it's in March.
March. It's even later than
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the end of March.
Like end of March 28th or
Yep, 28th
What
and
the fuck do we
29th.
got? Oh, just
What is in February?
February 17th.
Juggalo Day.
Oh,
something.
Juggalo Weekend. Which
yep.
was just
And
the
Wooster.
lineup was just announced today. Did you see? Do you
Yeah.
have that available? I'm about to look for that real
I do
quick.
not have it available, and I did not see it today because I was on
They
the
got the
road
Tunnel
and
of
at
Yeah.
work.
Love set.
Yes, a fucking
That's
tunnel
gonna
of
be
love set.
dude.
Oh, okay.
And then they got
I don't
Chris
like.
Calico,
Fuck.
Lardy B,
Mm-hmm.
Darby.
Yeah, but it's definitely not enough for me to drive my ass east when it's like this out.
No, man. That's risky.
It's just, yeah, man. I know it's probably way worse there than it is fucking where I'm bitching about.
Boom. Friday on Valentine's Day, we got the ICP's Tunnel of Love show. Chris Calico, Lardy B, Darby, fucking O'Trill, and a live taping of JCW's Lunacy. And then
Ooh, so you can
Saturday,
be in the video holding up your sign with
on
Yep.
profanity on it.
both days, profanities. So you got on Saturday, you got ICP, Ouija Mac, fucking Whitney Payton. That's dope. We haven't seen her
Yeah.
since the gathering. Tierra Diaz, and another live taping of Lunacy. All of this while the DCG con runs all weekend too.
That's good because that's
Yep.
TRD's home, so I'm glad they got him on the set
Exactly
there.
right.
That's good shit, man.
And check that out. There's a shuttle running between both venues. That's super fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I wish
Nice.
if we were on the East Coast, it'd be fresh to go into.
Exactly.
One of these goddamn times, I'm gonna make one of these Juggalo days, man.
Yeah, I feel
One
that.
fucking time, I'm gonna make a Juggalo
I
day.
do like them not being in Ohio or the Midwest at all, honestly.
100%, yes.
It's
That's
too
for
cold.
I always felt like Juggalo Day was for the homies that don't get the clowns as much as we do.
Yeah, the west, like Southwest,
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, yeah, fucking Arizona's and all them and shit
Like, I
like
thought it
that.
was dope when they went to New Orleans.
Right?
And
That'd be dope.
I just missed it.
The one I wanted to go to the Tucson one I just did.
Right.
Yeah,
2 years ago. That was the one I was almost went to, man.
yeah, that was the fourth coin too.
Yep.
Exactly.
There was rumblings that we're supposed to get isn't the fifth one supposed to be
That's what they keep saying. It's still coming.
they keep saying they keep
Uh,
saying it's gonna be
But
around.
they also did say that one of these shows, probably the last one, was gonna be in like the Bahamas or some shit.
Yeah. Then you got
So
to. Actually, they need to go to Hawaii. That way, we all have a chance of going because we just hit up Jay Herm and be like,
Mhm.
dude, he'll set up tents for
And,
us.
and you don't need like a passport or anything to go to fucking
Yeah.
Hawaii,
Yeah.
which would help a lot of jugs out like me.
With
Oh,
felonies.
so yeah. Motherfucker will be barbecuing in the backyard.
We'll have Jay Herm doing a fucking aloha pig roast type shit.
Yep. Yeah, bro. That's his dream too. That's one of his dreams is to get a big ass jug event out to the island, Maui in particular.
It's possible, man.
Dude, a Juggalo cruise would be dope as fuck because like they do ballers on the boat. Now they need to move the fucking boat.
Nah, I'm too scared. I'm good.
I know, yeah, I know, right? I don't want to go all the way out to the middle of the ocean and shit.
Yeah.
seen the
I don't
videos,
want to be
man.
Too far.
I don't want to do a regular cruise, and let alone be out in the middle of the
Nah,
ocean
just a
with a bunch of
coastal
jugs.
cruise. There you go.
That's scary.
Coastal cruise.
Fuck,
Yeah.
man. Nah, it's scary. It's scary. Some shit always ends up happening on fucking cruise ships, dog.
We're all
Look,
gonna.
Look,
bitch
but
is gonna
if you were
stink.
on a cruise ship and you
It's
could
gonna
always
fucking
see land,
stink for sure.
look, bro,
For
if you
sure.
were on a
Them
cruise
bathrooms
ship,
are gonna be fucked, dog.
that's where I was gonna get to.
Yeah.
Before we even
There's gonna
leave
be
port,
connect
the
fours
bathrooms are
and
gonna
all
be
the
fucked.
bathrooms clogging it up.
Rebel flags in each fucking toilet. I already see it.
Right.
They're like,
Oh.
we need you guys to stop putting rebel flags in our toilets. Think the cost on the plumbing here.
Maintenance is gonna kill us.
Yeah. I don't know if you can with the way that ships are set up. It's just gonna go into the bow
Oh,
or
they'll
some
find
shit.
it. They'll find a way. We'll find a way.
And then
We'll
I'm just
find
saying,
a
when
way.
it just go out to the ocean,
With
get filtered
juggalos,
out.
anything is possible.
Life finds a way. All right.
Right.
We find a way.
Mayhem finds a way.
We find a way to destroy bathrooms. It doesn't matter.
Dude,
Yeah, that poor
there-
movie theater, bro.
I walked into one at the gathering this year, and it
Oh.
on the urinal it said "poop here," and it had a giant arrow pointing to the urinal. I was like, God damn it, I love this shit.
I went to take a piss in one of the ones towards the fucking seminar tent, the ones off to the left there. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I had to use my flashlight. And I remember walking in that bitch to go take a piss, and I took my flashlight down, and there's some fucking asshole had printed stickers that look like baggies and put one right next to the
Yep.
fucking
Yeah.
toilet, dog. And I
wanna
sat
do
there and was
that.
like, "What the fuck, dude?" I poked it, and if it was a sticker, I was like, "God damn it! Like this
He
is
got
good.
me.
That's good."
Got me. Yeah,
That's
dude, when
a
those
good
little
one.
baggy stickers first popped up, bro, it was like, what the fuck?
That's a good
That's
one.
good sticker. It's a damn good sticker.
Yeah, that's a damn good sticker. You gotta be
That's
those like really good vinyl ones that withstand the weather and shit too.
Yeah, I would do exactly what we did for Hallowicked. So our the logo that you designed, Kenny, is
Yep.
the first stickers that we made. I mean, we literally walked into fucking Hallowicked. We didn't even have a podcast. Like
Oh,
it wasn't
legit.
actually a show at the time, and we just had a
Yep,
logo
I
and a
remember.
name.
I
And yeah, we
remember
were.
y'all telling me about it.
And the very first thing we did was throw stickers on the stairs that we were sitting in front of, and we would just watch people walk up and down and stop, pick up the sticker and look at it, and then put it in their pocket and go on. And I was like, bro, that's a good fucking way because like
So the
people
whole
don't
night we just kept
Right there.
You're right there.
them boys.
Yep.
Yeah, all night at Hollow Wicked, man, just throwing them on the stairs.
Yep. Me and Ryan.
Yeah, I got one
went
right here
made at
too. You can actually
Social
see it in
Micos,
fucking.
and we had to wait outside in the little lobby at Social Micos for a table, and I slapped one on the window behind me.
Dude,
Yeah,
there's
those
so many
first
Taking
all over
down.
series,
Detroit.
bro. The first series of those stickers, we went hard with slapping them places and shit. Like
Yeah.
All the
the
way out to like New York and
I was gonna
fucking
say
Chicago, Texas.
somebody was putting them on the in Chicago, and they were putting them on the police little moped bikes. I
Shout
remember
out,
right.
seeing that.
shout out Odin. That was Odin.
That
Yeah.
Shout
was,
out,
yep, that was
shout out
Odin. Yeah,
Odin.
that's
That was an
right.
OG move.
Yeah, because he did it
Yeah.
on his whole way home
From the
to
gather,
fucking
from that,
from the gathering all the way home.
Yep, I remember that shit. That was sick. He was taking pictures with them. That was killer.
Right. The other runs, I mean, honestly, we just kind of we wanted other people to have them. You know, you put them where and shit, so we really didn't do any tagging ourselves with them. You know what I mean? We just hand them out, which is fresh as fuck too. Because when we do, because I've seen stickers being posted. I have no idea where the fuck it was. Like I think there's even one in Carl's Tavern that I had never seen before, and then somebody had sent me a picture of it or some shit.
Yeah, they made our stickers made it there before we did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they always
Yeah.
push us to the back room, bro.
Shit, it might have been us.
Yeah, exactly. It might have been you.
Yeah, Carl's Davis. He had a I can't remember what it was, like a Buick or something, like a nice classic car he had parked out front, and I would always take like a print, like this little C-17 or a Hatchet Man, and I'd slide it on the antenna every time we were there. So he had like a stack going,
Uh,
and I take them and I tip, like when I tip waitresses at shows, I tip them a little Hatchet Man also sometimes. Sometimes they're just like, whatever, they can give a fuck less. But some of them are like, whoa, what the fuck is this? But it's always cool to like pull it out of your pocket and hand it to someone. Like, here you go,
right.
and see the reaction. It's
Some
always,
of them, some of the hosts, some of the people we're hosting or the staffs, should I say, bar staffs, like they're like the movie theater once again that we ruined the bathrooms of for the big money Hustless and Rustless show.
oh
We didn't do it, but collectively.
Well, Juggalos did it, and
Yeah.
but the bartender, dude, like she was all about it, and like she was like, I know he's not here and with you guys or not, but like I know Tech Nine has a Caribou Blue drink and shit, so she was making that all fucking night for the Juggalos and shit. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
added it to the bar menu just for the fucking show. Was getting into it,
that's
and she
dope.
was like, you know what I mean, like she knew what juggalos were and shit. She like fucking it was Detroit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah.
she knew what it was and all that shit. So but
I've
yeah,
been to a
she
few punk shows in Detroit, and and I just roll up, and I'm usually wearing a Hatchet Man charm, or I may or may not be wearing like a jersey. I just roll up how I normally roll up, and people there be like, "Oh hell yeah, you're a Juggalo? That's what's up, man.
right.
That's dope, man."
So
And they never have anything bad to say.
we are about an hour and then 13 in, so this might be a good conversation to end it on too, because
Yeah,
fucking we were talking about it last week and everything about the stigma of juggalos. And like, so obviously, okay, so we sat down, we talked to Sad Boy Day. He's obviously young kid, young juggalo, been listening to it
yeah,
since 5 years old. You know what I mean? Was introduced, raised by juggalo. You know what I
yeah.
mean? All that. So I was
That's
like,
crazy,
it was
man.
interesting. Yeah, it was interesting to get, to sit down and talk to somebody that didn't necessarily fucking had to go through the criticism that we went through as juggalos back in fucking, the fucking late 90s, early fucking 2000s and shit. like I kind of mentioned to him, I was like, we were actually, the most hated fucking band
Yeah.
and shit, and like I was like literally, you just get called dirty if you were wearing a
White
fucking
trash.
black, yeah, if you were wearing a like one of those, how your shirts would fade out a little bit because you'd be wearing your fucking. Mine was
You
the
only
ones I had was Riddlebox, Amazing Jackal Brothers, and then I can't remember what the third shirt I owned at the time was. I only owned 3 ICP shirts altogether. And they were like the ones from GameStop, like the Tom Wood ones at GameStop. GameStop had
Mm-hmm.
them and shit, so I fucking bought them.
Yep.
And but yeah, I mean, it got faded a little bit or whatever. One got tore. I'd still wear them. Then I mean, next thing you know, the fucking you're getting called fucking trashy or poor or whatever it was
Yep.
because
Mine that I wore out was the family tree one with the Joker's cards on the fucking tree trunk one. I don't know if you guys remember that one that Hot
oh
Topic
yeah,
had.
the Tom
Mm-hmm.
Wood boy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Way back in the day, I wore that motherfucker like almost every fucking day. It's my favorite fucking
Every
shirt.
Friday.
It's my favorite fucking shirt.
Yeah, right.
I got a Jekyll Brothers shirt that has Jake and Jack on the front, but like they got like it looks like coals behind it, and on the back it's got a bunch of coals, and it says Insane Clown Posse, and inside the coals has every one of the other cars, but they're the Tom
I
Wood
literally see
design,
this one laying on the ground.
That's dope.
like the Tom Wood oldies.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I just wore this bitch the other day. I wore this bitch too underneath my uniform the other day.
I got some pretty old cutoffs too.
Like
Oh
this
hell yeah!
motherfucker is so
Remember that
raggedy.
one?
Oh
Yep.
gee.
Hell yeah! That's what 2006.
Oh shit.
Right.
Vintage boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But I got holes underneath the armpits and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
but like I would wear that shit to school. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like fucking middle school and shit, high school, and like all of a sudden, like yeah, that asshole kid's fucking
I
bullying
the
you.
first my first tour I went to was a Twisted show, and I bought a shirt that from there, and because by the time I got to Oklahoma, the merch was like shitty selection, so the only large shirt I could find was just like the animated like freak show faces, and it had a big red Hatchet Man on the back, and that's why I got it because it had that Hatchet Man. I
The
was so
Hatchet
proud
Man.
to finally have a piece of merch with the Hatchet Man on it, and like I'm representing with my shit now, like I
Yeah,
felt like I was, it's like I finally got a thing.
that's what is important, man. Is
Yeah,
fucking you, yeah, exactly. You were proud of it and shit. But do you think that the stigma behind that is going away? You think Juggalos is starting to get the recognition? Well, not Juggalos, but you think ICP is starting to get the recognition that they deserve, and
for
that
sure, man.
Juggalos are starting to get more of a reputation of being good ass fucking people that just
It
love each other.
it's the internet and the everybody being held accountable for their shit, and ICP, and then they've always been real. They never faked the funk. They never tolerated fucking women beaters. They never tolerated fucking racists since fuck your rebel flag and Carnival of Carnage. Like I explained that to these people. They're like, oh yeah, that's cool, and
Since
it's like
Kid
no,
Rock.
yeah,
Since
they've
way
been
back
doing
in
this
Kid
since
Rock.
when it was still like racism was pretty strong, and like where I grew up, there was a lot of racist people. The town I grew up in was they call it a sundown town because if you're black in that town, and you might want to not be in that town by the time night comes,
Right.
racist shit like and
Yeah, that's one of those
you
things
know
down there.
my dad was in the military. He was not racist. I remember when he was stationed in Louisiana, we would go to freaking cookouts. We'd be the only white people there. And dude, we'd be slamming, eating good, watching football, playing in the backyard. It wasn't, I didn't give a shit. But some of my friends growing up in Oklahoma had opinions about it.
Right, that was passed on to them by their fucking parents and shit
Yep.
because yeah, it's a fucking learnt thing and
But
shit and
now everybody's, starting to hold people accountable for, saying some racist shit. You're gonna get fucked up by a couple people, I'm sure. Like this shirt right here. I've wore this shirt many places in public since I've gotten it. I get people like 20-year-old kids working the register at Walmart go, "Hey man, I like that shirt." I'm like, "Thank you. I like it too."
right.
They may
That's
not
one of the
know who
badass
Ouija
ones.
Mac is or what the Hatchet Man stands for, but
I love
you
that.
know,
I fucking I live in a downtown, or I work in a downtown area, and I wore that shit to work one day, man. And I had so many people that were like, "Oh man, that shirt is fucking awesome. Where'd you get that?" Whoopty whoopty wop.
yep.
And it's also a great point. It gets you to talk about Ouija, and it gets you to be like, "Hey man, if you check this out, boop, you might like this." Whoop whoop whoop
Yep.
whoop.
Right. You
Like,
definitely I was about to say you definitely get to kind of fight that stigma that we were talking about too with it too because you're like they get to talk to
yeah,
you like you said, oh shit, you're a fucking juggalo. And then you're like, yeah,
yeah,
I mean, I'm not a fucking bad person. Neither is none of the other,
yeah. Shout out
homies I
Riddles
fucking hang
for
out.
it's just Riddles for helping me get this shirt. He bought it for
Oh,
me
yeah.
early on the tour because I was
Right.
worried they were
Because,
gonna sell out by the time I got to see him. He mailed it to me, and I even wore it to the show where I kicked it with y'all at.
yeah, yeah, by the time we got to that show in Lansing, dude, fucking, what, they had three
Yeah,
X's?
2 and 3 X's. I got the last
Right.
2X, I think.
Yeah, I'm not fitting in either one of those.
yeah.
Let's
I
be real.
usually if I'm not looking for something, I'll ask for 5X's for cuz and see if they got a 5X. And half the time they don't. It's like, damn, whatever. It happens.
Yeah, we are almost at that hour and a half mark, homie. So where can people find you that haven't
Uh,
already added you? Besides, I know your Instagram is Juggalo with a GoPro, but I don't
yeah.
know if you
Instagram
want.
Juggalo with a GoPro. Twitch is Juggalo with a GoPro. Even though I do plan on trying to stream here eventually, but uh, trying to do work on one thing at a time and try to nail the 3D printing down. Might start streaming. Might start you know
I was about to say you
doing
got a lot
designs
of
on
endeavors.
stream.
Exactly, man. You got a lot of endeavors going on right now
You know,
too.
yeah. I on YouTube. I try to upload. I didn't start. I got tons of footage from shows that I just need to start uploading. And most stuff I upload is just like it's like cut. There's not much editing to it. It's just kind of
Right.
spliced together and because want people to see like the raw what it's like being at that show, what it's like being up in that pit getting smushed and the GoPro getting knocked over because someone's crowd surfing over your head.
Exactly
So
right.
With a diaper full of shit. Yeah.
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 And then
Never
me
again.
and my cousin, we got our 3D printing business, Jugga Cousin Prints on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll share like stuff on both accounts, of our 3D printing stuff that we're trying to do.
And if say if we got a homie that doesn't go to shows because A, they live in Arizona or whatever, right? Or
Yep.
B, because they just can't and they want some of your keychains, how can they get them?
They can hit me up on the Jugga Cousin Instagram, Jugga Cousin Prints, or Juggle over the GoPro on any platform really. Uh,
You take any
you know,
commissions?
yeah, we I work on a few things for a few artists. I don't know if y'all know Andy Sherman, but he ran
The Big Sherm.
the yeah, Big Sherm.
Yeah.
Big
He ran
Sherm.
the gaming event at Camp Zool this year, and he commissioned me to make some medallions for like the winners.
Oh
So
yeah.
we
I think I
made
remember you saying that. Yeah.
yeah, we made a bunch of medallions for him, and then we made a big giant one, and I painted it up, all hand painted, and he was gonna present it to Axe as a gift. And so he gave it to him as a gift, but they were like, man, this is too fresh. We want to give it away to the grand winner of this gaming tournament. So they ended up giving it away. But Andy snapped a picture of, the guys of Axe, all Zululu holding that medallion.
Fucking
Nice.
So
dope.
that was pretty dope. We did the keychains for Clockwork E. I'm forgetting something. Yeah,
Swills,
we did
like, oh my
keychains. We
God,
did custom
Juggalo
stuff.
penis guy.
Yep.
You got your penis.
It's just Riddles. He's commissioned me for a few things. I did a special chain hanger like the ones I got here. It's not as big because I can print them bigger now. We invested in a bigger printer, but his was it was green and purple, but it was a Riddle box, and instead of the Hatchet Man and
Okay.
little C-17, it was cranks. Turn the cranks, so the little crank
Okay.
handles coming
Yeah,
out.
turn
You
the
hang your
cranks.
chains off of. So
That's dope as
just
fuck too.
making mostly decorative
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
stuff.
get me. Dude, we all have so many chains, man. I'm gonna fucking get a chain
Yeah.
holder, dog.
I got some
Yeah.
earrings I did make for the gathering. I made some little Darby bone saw earrings. I got
Can you make
I
plugs?
gotta show you. Yes,
bet
I
you
need
can.
to start working on sizing for plugs.
Right?
But a couple other things we've been looking into is buttons. Like little hatchet
Yo.
Oh
buttons.
yeah.
Dog,
Bro, that's
like
dude, when
buttons.
civilization falls apart,
Yo.
that's our currency right there. That's the Juggalo currency when our fucking civilization
Little
falls apart. Just
Darby
Juggalo
flowers.
coins.
Yeah,
Tough.
dog.
That's tough.
This is
Yeah.
like a work in progress right here. But it's
Oh damn. Dude, it has fucking Dark Planet, fucking
yeah,
Temple
I
of
kind of made up
Ash.
some of the runes because I
Fuck.
couldn't really, I put Temple of Ash, Dark Planet
Yeah.
on here, but it's gonna
Dude,
have
that's
these
so hard as fuck.
little hatchets hanging off of it at the bottom here once they're done painted.
Nice.
But yeah, we're working on a website. We're working on we're gonna post stuff on the Instagram. So if you see something on there, just hit us up and we can custom make it within
3D
usually
butt
about
plugs. There you go. You
a
need to
couple
do the
days.
butt plugs. I guarantee yours
Yep.
gonna be a lot lighter than anybody else's in the game.
Yep. More easy to put in there.
Yeah, is that well you keep it in all day and not have to worry about it falling out, right?
The weight.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
But our homie from our Camp Jacob, he hit me up one day because I got a good idea. You need to 3D print double-ended dildos, and we'll use them as horseshoes, and we'll throw horseshoes at our campsite. And the horseshoe itself will be a double-ended
It's just a
dildo.
double-ended dildo. Fuck yeah. That's
like,
dude, oh my god. You could probably sell that to fucking Milton Bradley.
The post has to be a big dick, though.
Oh,
Has
a
to
giant
be
one.
I know.
Giant, fucking
Right.
massive boy.
And then you could even weigh it down with balls too. The fucking post dick have weighted balls.
Yep. The possibilities.
Yeah, endless, bro.
But
Fuck yeah, homie.
Trying to keep this little side hustle going, eventually to, side hustle the fuel jugging.
Hell yeah.
Go to more shows, attend more events,
That's what it's all about,
And,
man. That's the only reason I keep going to work is just so you keep going to more fucking concerts
events.
and jug
Yeah.
event, yeah.
It's like, I'm here for a good time, not a long one,
Hell yeah.
100%.
All right, homie. Yeah, we're at that hour and a half mark, so thank you for fucking joining us. I know you I think you were a page of the week, weren't you?
No, I
For
think
first
we were
season?
gonna do Blunts and Fago, but
Oh yeah, we were. Yep. Never got around
but
to it.
we ended up having to take off that day.
No,
But yeah,
fuck yeah, dude. You deserve a chapter.
hell yeah. Appreciate it.
That's
I
why
appreciate
I
y'all
told
having me on here.
Onstead. Hell yeah, I told Onstead. I was like, I think we should get Kenny this week. And he was like, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. I try to listen to y'all's podcast every week. If I'm not at a show or something, I'm sitting home and doesn't take nothing to show love. And it's, y'all been,
Fuck yeah.
I've been down with y'all since y'all started this, and it's cool to see it grow,
OG.
Oh yeah. I think we're just gonna end it out with you. I don't think we're gonna drop you backstage at all and do any news because I didn't gather any because I was stuck in a car in a fucking snowstorm.
I was
Yeah.
watching the Buckeyes.
He was surviving.
Yeah, the Buckeyes were also playing too. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Legitimate reasons.
Yeah, we had to watch some balls deep in that game. Kenny, thanks for joining us, brother, man.
But with that being said,
we will see
another
y'all.
Friday night down, another chapter of the Thuggalo Show down.
Another week.
Until next time, much love, y'all. And whoop,
Much love. Whoop, whoop.
Hey, shout out Thuggalo Show in this bitch. Every fucking city, Thuggalo Show represent. Free Will in the bitch. Darby in the bitch. Shout out Thuggalo Show. Love you motherfuckers for real, bro.
Hey, this is Ouija Mac, the ugliest juggalo that ever fucked your bitch. Tune into the Thuggalo podcast or you ain't shit, ho.